conclude our sequel on Limus. I hope this will be the last time I talk about them, but seeing how they're acting right now, I really doubt it. I won't be surprised if next month they do something completely stupid again and I have to make another video clowning on them. What is up, my Arabian homies? It's me, your boy Cax, back again with another video of Slimy Pop. In today's video, we're gonna discuss Limus once again. Remember Limus? You know, the slime person we made fun of twice in a row. Well, they're back and have made a response video responding to all of their controversies, including my 2 videos on them. And they uploaded on their small live channel. Yeah, so instead of posting the response on their main channel, Limus instead chose to respond on their smaller
channel.
But yeah, they have made the response to me, and I'm going to only respond to my section of the video because, well, Limus did make some fair points against me that I will take responsibility for, but they also made some other points that are just straight up bullshit, at least to me. So without any further ado, grab your snacks, your drinks, and your angel dust gender bent body pillow. Sit back and relax, and let's respond to this absolute masterpiece that is Limus's response video. Play that shit, Gerald.
Gax is someone I barely interacted with before he made his 2 videos about me. But in those videos, he made claims against me that were hand-fed to him by both Marco Strange and Cy Scribbles, as well as allocations. And I want to jump into some of these because it's kind of shocking just how sloppy his videos are. Gax is a Turkey Tom Leafy a Cheeto style commentary channel.
Okay, no, I'm done. Fuck you, Limus. Listen, there are things in this world I can tolerate being labeled as. A Leafy clone is fine, because I'm used to it at this point. A Turkey Tom clone, that's a new one, but I can accept it. But a fucking a Cheeto clone? Really? Like, at this point, I would rather be called the most hateful slur than being called a fucking a Cheeto clone. Holy hell, what a way to start a response video.
There really is no other way for me to describe him. He made 2 videos about me, talking about the things relating to me. The first one is pretty egregious. Most commentary channels are like that. He's pretty ableist throughout the video, calling me things like a tard with Asperger's or retarded liquefied AIDS.
A condescending 14-year-old tard with Asperger's syndromes, retarded liquefied of AIDS.
Or at least I think that's what he calls me. My quality is atrocious.
You know what? Fair enough. I did receive some complaints from the people that were helping me making the first video saying my insults towards Limus was unnecessarily and just plain out toxic, which is fair, and I would like to apologize to you, Limus, if I went too far with the shit I said. However, though, I am not ableist, Limus. Just because I said the word retard or called you a tard with liquefied of AIDS doesn't make me an ableist, despite what you want to claim. I find it very interesting you decided to start off my section by saying that, which is totally not on par with my point in my second video and first video where I say you try to paint everyone who criticizes you as a bad person. You try to discredit their critiques on you because everyone has to be in the wrong and you always have to be the victim. This is something I want to point out.
In the video, he reiterates a lot of the claims I already talked about, but still gets a lot of details wrong. He says that Vizzypop and her crew were at the convention I went to, when in actuality it was just 2 or 3 voice actors from the show. Vivzy wasn't there. He mentions some new ones, which I'm going to talk about. He says that my reaction to Psy's community being transphobic is ridiculous because nobody would know what my preferred pronouns are by clicking on my account. But not before making a joke about how many made-up pronouns there are because these people only have one joke. He tries to show a screenshot to prove this, but he leaves out the fact that if you click on my YouTube account, my pronouns are literally the first thing you see next to my channel name. He's just being disingenuous.
Okay, before anyone says anything, I have triple checked this fact. I have checked on my phone, iPad, and laptop, and after asking my friends around about this, I've come to the conclusion that the area I'm living in, aka the region, has probably blocked this feature for me. You know, the feature that allows you to see people's pronouns on YouTube? Yeah, I probably don't have that feature because it's blocked. Because I tried looking for it, could not find it. I double checked everywhere. This feature, it looks like it doesn't exist for me. I just love how Limus just assumes I'm lying for some reason. Why would I lie about that? That is so, like, I don't know the logic here. I can't see it. Maybe it's me. I'm dumb, but it just, the logic isn't logicking, okay? Why would I lie about you not having your pronouns on YouTube? This doesn't make any sense.
He then tries to defend Psy's racist messages by saying they are out of context, ironically showing very little context to my conversation history with Psy. I already mentioned what the context was. Sai was trying to correct someone on them thinking that the N-word is not as bad as the word queer, and she does it by just flat out saying it along with Asian slurs. I don't see how that's supposed to prove a point. And again, I've said before that no amount of context excuses the things that Sai has said. Even if you're pretending to be someone who is racist, lowering yourself to that standard by saying what they would say doesn't make you any better than the person you are trying to debate, especially when you don't even bother censoring the Asian slurs you said as well. Nothing stopped you from putting placeholders or abbreviations to represent the words you were trying to say.
Okay, so in my first video on Limus, I did say, oh, Sai censored the word, so therefore it's okay. Which, looking back at it, it's one of my weakest points in the video, so yeah, I'm gonna take the L here, as it did seem like a very shitty thing on my part. I was trying to use this as an example to demonstrate how Limus cannot handle criticism, and whenever someone tries to criticize her, she will do this mental gymnastics thing where she tries to discredit the person that is being critical of her to make them look bad and her look better, which I gotta say, it's something she's also doing in this response video. I'm just saying, man. Anyways, let's just continue watching this video.
In Gax's second video about me, he randomly brings up a tweet about a cuck art of Silver, Whisper, and Tangle from Sonic the Hedgehog. I made a quote tweet of the art saying that it was thinly disguised homophobia. I was not aware at the time that the art was made as a reference to her Friday Night Funkin' drawing. The replies I got to that tweet were filled with transphobia, which is why I left this tweet. Most of the replies were from transphobic Sonic accounts and Sonic accounts centered around porn of the underage characters. I don't really understand why Gax put this in the video as some sort of gotcha. It's not that big of a deal. Was my tweet dumb and unnecessary? Absolutely. Hence why I deleted it along with the rest of my Twitter. It just feels like this was only included to pad out the runtime.
Gee, I wonder why I, Gax, brought up this tweet of you being rude to someone over a piece of Sonic art. I wonder what was the context as to why I brought this tweet up. And since you wouldn't give the context as to why I brought this tweet up, I'll do it for you. Anyways, I want to expand more on this point a bit further while also providing more examples of Limus being a bit of a sensitive little bit. Example uno. About a while ago, an artist posted this fan art relating to Sonic, and Limus saw this post and quoted it by saying, thinly disguised homophobia in the form of ship art. Love to see it. Which is a very strange thing for them to say over a piece of art with a funny blue hedgehog man. Then again, I'm not that big into Sonic, nor do I know that much about the lore and the characters that well. So if you guys know the context behind this piece of art and why Limus is offended over this, feel free to comment down below. The reason as to why I brought this tweet up is to show / support my point of you being sensitive over the dumbest things ever. And this tweet was the strongest example I could provide. I find it interesting you dismiss the context of my point and make it seem like I brought this up as to quote-unquote hinder the runtime, which is not only wrong but also disingenuous of you, my slime fellow.
It has become so evident to me that Gax has very little substance on things that I have done, so he needs to include stuff like this. You could use that time to give actual mature criticisms and arguments about my actions online, but instead you need to reach with tweets that do not matter in the slightest. It shows how desperate you are to try and expose me. The next main claim he makes is really stupid. He brings up my issues with the scene in Hazbin Hotel of Sir Pinchas being dragged away and implied to be raped for laughs. He then tries to say that I'm a hypocrite because I laughed at a similar joke while playing GTA San Andreas on my stream. And the clip he shows is me clearly uncomfortable with the scene and laughing because Nuggies, who was in the call and stream at the time, played the fucking Germa teacher noise sound effect.
Fuck you! Look at that! You just walk in and you just go like...
You are... Oh, baby, please, no! Please, baby, no!
Okay, that sound. This literally happens in the clip that he shows, and he still tries to act like I was laughing at the rape scene. When I saw this part in the video, it basically proved to me that he is not interested in being honest and instead wants to spin whatever narrative he wants.
Right, so when I first saw the clip, I didn't hear the sound at first, but when I was editing my second video, I did notice some kind of sound in the clip, but I just assumed it was from the game as it was just the sound the guy was making while he was getting beaten up, or like a sound from a whip or something, and just the timing of Limus's laughter couldn't be more unfortunate as, like, she was literally laughing as the guy was getting hit.
No! Ow!
Okay, that sound.
And Limus, I'm aware in the same clip you said that sound. At the time, I thought the sound you were referring to was the guy getting hit. As spoiler warning, I have never heard of this meme before or saw it ever. So of course, I didn't know you were referring to that sound. And for you to claim that I was being malicious or trying to push a false narrative based on the assumption that I knew what the sound was, which by the way, I did not, is such fucking bullshit. I understand I made a mistake claiming that you were laughing at an abuse scene, which is now clear that that wasn't the case, and it wasn't my intention to push a false narrative. I just made an assumption based on the receipts I got, which again is my bad and I'm sorry for doing so. So yeah, let me just make it clear. Limus did not laugh at the abuse scene as I thought she did. Again, my bad. Let's continue.
The last thing I want to mention of this video is that he also repeats a common false claim about me that I helped bully has-been fans who related to Angel Dust off the site. His evidence, if you can even call it that, is his source, which is just a Discord message from a censored account. Funny enough, this is the same type of evidence that has-been fans get mad about when it comes to claims against VivziePop, but if it's with me, then I guess that's okay. He does show a screenshot that is meant to be evidence of me bullying an artist by the name of Vanilla Brown Sugar off Twitter for their drawing of Val Angel art. This tweet wasn't even in reference to Nilla. There is no evidence that it was related to Nilla. I have never spoken to Nilla before or after what happened. They have me blocked on Blue Sky even before this happened, and their Twitter account is deleted, not privated. Nilla getting harassed off Twitter for their art is horrible, and I do not condone it in the slightest. I have never been okay with people harassing or attacking others for shit like this, and it disappoints me that so many people believe the screenshot that wasn't even related to Nilla, simply because they need any sort of ammunition against me.
Yeah, so in my original video, I presented this claim as nothing more than an allegation, which is why I said the following in my second video. Before I end this section off, I want to bring one final thing about this topic, and you might have to take it with a grain of salt as I don't have that much evidence about it, but it's still a very important thing to bring up because it's very concerning. So I have gotten many reports from my sources where they claim that Limus has harassed and bullied a victim of SA because happened to relate to Angel Dust, which is very concerning. Considering Limus has condemned Hell of a Boss and Has-Been Hotel fans for going after Jaden, the OP who made the thread where they were trying to accuse Brandon Rogers of something and saying that the fans were being incredibly toxic to Jaden, which again, yeah, fair take. But then again, Limus, if that's the case, then how do you explain your behavior with SA victims? Because I'm noticing that you would either get into arguments with them over your Angel Dust video, or that you allegedly bully them because they don't agree with you about Angel Dust or they happen to relate to Angel Dust. However though, given the context Limus has provided, now I realize that perhaps I was wrong for saying this, and since I don't have any concrete proof to counter this, I will just say my bad and that this is a definite L on my part. So again, sorry Limus, let's move on.
Gax, I know these type of videos are easy to make, and I know you want to be this edgy commentary channel and be an asshole online, but you could at the very least verify the claims you receive and know who you are getting it from. That's just my suggestion. Take it or leave it.
I appreciate the advice, and FYI, it would have been easier for me to verify the receipts if you hadn't deleted your Twitter. Like, it made it 10 times harder for me to find the contacts of the screenshots I got. And before some of you guys comment saying, "Oh, why didn't you just message her on Blue Sky?" Gee, I wonder why. And also, I still stand by this tweet. Those Tommy Innit stands are filthy little parasites. I personally think we should round them all up and shove them into a gas chamber. So that was Limus' response video to all of their dramas. Was it good? No. While they did make fair points against me, Sai Scribbles, and fucking Marco Strains, there were so many parts of this video where it just came off as wrong to me, like where Limus talked about the Sonic tweet I used in my video. Without playing the clip or providing context as to why I brought it up, it felt like Limus was purposely obscuring the context of my actions and tried to frame me as a... How did Limus say it again?
Marco, Sai, and Gax are all hypocrites, liars, and overall undesirable people.
Yeah, that. Like, I get being upset at me for making a bunch of bullshit claims which again, it was wrong of me to do and I'm still sorry for it. That doesn't really negate the other critiques I made towards Limus in my 2 videos. One of them being Limus keeps playing victim and paints the person that's being critical of her as morally bad. I mean, think about it. The only clips Limus ever plays of me, or Sai Scribbles in this case, is when we're either insulting her or just, in her words, being quote-unquote problematic. They didn't play the clip of me bringing up the Sonic tweet or provide any context as to why I brought it up, and just claim I only brought it up as a way to pander the runtime. There are several points in this video where Limus is just either obscuring context, framing me, Sai, or Marco as malicious or untrustworthy, or just straight up playing victim. And on that note, I'd like to bring up 2 final things before I close this matter with Limus. 1. Yes, I did issue an apology towards Limus, but she rejected it. So, just before you Limus supporters claim I didn't apologize to Limus or even issued one, please note that I did issue an apology, but she rejected it, which is in her right to do, and I understand. 2. I noticed something strange when I was responding to one of the comments in Limus's video. I saw this comment where it claims that I treated Limus bad. To which I responded by asking how exactly am I treating Limus bad. I responded by saying that my 2 videos on Limus was filled with surface level critiques and blatant lies. And I chose to respond by asking this person if they even saw my videos or just were going off by what Limus saying. You know what's the funniest part about this? Once I posted this comment and went to check on it, it was gone. So I made another one. And again, it was gone, which led me to 2 possibilities. Either A, YouTube is for some reason deleting my comment, which I really doubt it because there's nothing on it that would make YouTube want to delete it in the first place, which leaves us with option B, Limus deleted it. Why? Not entirely sure. Maybe because Limus doesn't want her viewers to doubt her and just believe by what she's saying without any further context, or maybe she just doesn't like me, which I mean, it's valid enough. So with that being said, this will be my final video on Limus as this whole situation has run its course. Before I end this video off, I just want to say a couple of things. 1, I was wrong about Limus harassing SA victims, so please do not use this allegation against her as it's proven to be false. 2, point I made about Limus laughing at the abuse scene from GTA was also wrong. And number 3, still wrong about Brandon Rogers. I'm sorry, but I am dying on this hill until Jaden comes back with the actual proof that isn't badly cropped out screenshots or blurred accounts. I will keep singing this tune until I'm dead or when Tommy Innit shaves that sorry ass of a beard. With that being said, thank you all for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you smash the like button. And if you are a new viewer here who likes this type of content, then make sure you subscribe and turn on that bell so you can be notified every time I upload a video. Hope you guys are having a great day, night, whatever time is in your time zone. And I'll see you guys next time. See ya!